Have you ever met a perfectionist? Or maybe you consider yourself a perfectionist. You know, those people who are always trying to make sure everything they do or say is perfect. The perfectionist is never satisfied with just fine or just good enough. They're always striving for the best, usually for themselves and sometimes for others. Join me today as we take a quick look at the Proverbs and discover what the best really is. Read with me Proverbs chapter 4, verse 5 through 9. Get wisdom, get understanding. Do not forget my words or turn away from them. Do not forsake wisdom, and she will protect you. Love her, and she will watch over you. The beginning of wisdom is this: get wisdom. Though it costs all you have, get understanding. Cherish her, and she will exalt you. Embrace her, and she will honor you. She will give you a garland to grace your head and present you with a glorious crown. The Roman philosopher Cicero introduced the idea of sunum bonum, or the highest good. But long before the Greeks or Romans began to consider the question of what is the highest good, Solomon told us what it is in these verses in Proverbs. The highest good, according to Solomon, is found in getting wisdom and understanding. Solomon repeats the word get 4 times in these verses in reference to wisdom and understanding. The word means to purchase in a financial transaction. We tend to think that there is value in the money we have. But the truth is that the value is really in the thing we purchase with the money. Money and wealth are essential tools that we can use to purchase other truly valuable things. Solomon is saying that wisdom and understanding is more valuable than any other material thing that you can possess. Solomon pleads with his son to remember his words and turn toward what he teaches. A more literal translation of verse 5 might read, "Do not cease to care about my words or stretch out away from my mouth." Solomon sounds like he's talking to a stubborn teenager or a rebellious toddler who's doing everything they can to get away from his advice. But Solomon says that gaining wisdom and understanding will give you protection and help in life. Verse 6 and 8 speak about having an intimate relationship with wisdom. Verse 6 says to be faithful to wisdom and to love her, while verse 8 says to cherish her and embrace her. And the promise is that if we will develop that kind of relationship with wisdom, then wisdom will do some things for us. Wisdom will protect us. Wisdom will watch over us. Wisdom will cause us to grow. And wisdom will bring us honor and glory. Verse 9 says that wisdom will bring grace and a crown to your life. Grace speaks of the favor of God. When you have the favor of God, then there is very little that can stand in your way. Romans 8:31 says, "What then shall we say in response to these things? If God is for us, who can be against us?" Also in verse 37, "No, in all these things we are more than conquerors through Him who loved us." The crown speaks of our position in life. Gaining and walking in wisdom positions us for blessings, such as a good spouse, Proverbs 12:4, or financial security, Proverbs 14:24, or for life experience, Proverbs 16:31. And it positions us for the enjoyment of our children and our grandchildren, according to Proverbs 17:6. Lastly, Solomon says that wisdom is the principal thing to seek after. The phrase in verse 7, "the beginning of wisdom," means that wisdom is the best thing that you can get. Wisdom is the first thing you should get, and wisdom is the highest quality virtue that you can acquire. Verse 7 also says that understanding is not easy or cheap to acquire, but it is always worth the price. So what is the sunum bonum, or highest good, that you've been seeking? Solomon says nothing compares to wisdom and understanding. So seek to be a wise and understanding person, and I promise you, you will never be disappointed.